Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Daniel, the host of AI Marketing Hub. In today's video, I'm presenting you the business analysis workflow that will bring you huge value to your company and also to your clients. So to show an example of how everything works, if you're going to press on execute workflow, we have a form to fill. Here I'm going to put ifilters.com. For the country, I will choose here as it's a drop-down United States. And for the language, I will choose English. Pressing on submit. So this will be the trigger of this whole automation. And I'm still going to go right here, just steps by step. At the end, we're going to receive an email. Let me show you an example of the email, what we're going to receive, which is basically like this. Like, hey Daniel, here's a report, name, business analysis report for Perfect Catch Electric. Here we're going to have a document and also PDF. Let's see exactly how the PDF looks. So this is the report without the human review. So if you're going to look right here and you're going to scroll here, you also have the ranked keywords. So if you're going to open this inside, here we also have what keywords the page is currently ranking for. So here we have the keyword, search volume, intent, difficulty, competition level, score, low and high top of page speed, the cost per click, and also the overall trend. So going back to the document, here we also have the company description, we have the target audience personas, the brand personality matrix, the UVP, people ask, customer journey, customer persona trait, like, hey, it's David, I mean, what's his ideal customer is for Perfect Catch. Here we have also a signal integration, geo tactic, and also the call to action for this specific business. And of course, at the end, do not forget, we have our keyword analytics right here. With a little bit of human review, you can easily transform this document from this into something like this as an example. So I'm going to magnify it so you'll be able to see. So straight away here, I just made a few adjustments. I just copied the URL, open it, put it so I can easily just share this with Yanni, the owner of the Call Perfect Catch as an example, so he knows exactly what his keywords is ranking for, right? So I'm providing here value, and that's exactly what we want here. So straight away this document, share, we can easily also just copy all this data. We can put it in a platform like NotebookLM or any other platform or any AI model. So maybe to make our content better, etc. and so on. So I'm going to close this window for now, and we're going to return back to the workflow. So for this specific run, because in the beginning, by the way, we put ifilters.com, right? Again, it was a trigger for this whole automation. So we're going to see exactly what it pops at the end. In the meantime, the agent is working. By the way, don't mind this, because in case if an error happens, you always have a backup. So let's say, for example, here an error happened, and second time he tried once again, and now it got the specific result that we want, because here we scraped the website, which is in this case scenario ifilters.com. Yeah, we're also here getting the internal links of the website with some titles and descriptions where it's relevant, but you get the point, right? We also have the SERP search, because here we are using DataForSEO. So we are scraping the top 10 results or in regards to the specific domain input. And we also have the AI mode. So if you don't know what AI mode is, if you're going to go to google.com, here we're going to see AI mode. So if you're going to press here in AI mode, you can see here it's exactly the same Google search, but with a bit of Gemini tweaks. If AI mode is not available in your country, then wait for a bit. It will be available maybe soon or later, right? So we are pulling that AI mode straight away using data for SEO. So if you don't know what DataForSEO is, it's a powerful API service for SEO. You can get here some keyword research. You can get here competitor analysis, SERP data, YouTube data, and much more. So you can have a look through it if you want. We also, for this specific workflow, we are using DataForSEO. We are using Firecrawl to scrape the website, some pages, and also get internal links. We are using Perplexity for general search. And of course, for the model, we are using Gemini. So everything goes inside this workflow. And you can see right now, hope the workflow has finished, because the agent is perfectly instructed here to get all the data and then insert this data inside the data table. So let's see exactly what data it has inserted. Here we have client description, target audience, brand personality, unique value proposition, people ask, customer journey. So the exact same data that was filled inside that document, right? Because afterwards, we're going to have a template here that I'm going to show you also exactly how it looks. It's basically, I put it here for reference, because you're going to have a template and all this data will be populated inside this template. So it's just an easy copy paste, you know. So let's see the result exactly, what this whole automation made once again for the sake of this live. And here I'm gonna have, let's say, document web view link, right? Just gonna copy, I'm gonna paste it here, and this is exactly how it looks for ifilters. So if I'm going to press right here on those keywords, so this is how it looks. If I'm going to scroll till down, you have converted table. Press to this, boom. And there you have it. Here is our keyword research. So again, same exact theme, keyword, search volume, and other relevant data. Then afterwards, it's our job just to check it, maybe make it a little bit smaller, arrange, and so we can share this report properly with the client. So it provides also for us value. We can also copy this data, we can put in a platform like NotebookLM, but here we have overall everything, I would say, which is required for us to rank. We can also pull this data using a data table in n8n if you want to create maybe some other content, etc., and so on. So yep, just to continue from where we stopped, the business analyst, he has a mega system prompt, a step-by-step guide specifically how to make this whole research work. So this was done using prompt engineering. As I mentioned, we have here a few tools, all of them using the services I mentioned before. And of course, he has the think tool where he records exactly what he needs to do in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. So next, we are pulling the page's current ranked keywords, because in DataForSEO there is a function where you are putting just the keyword, the website link, apologies, and it will give you the exact same data, but that's too much. And that's why we are filtering that data properly, and in the end we get something like this. So all of this, which was populated inside this Google Sheets right here. So going back, next we are moving also, we're getting the business data which was inserted by this agent right here. We're also getting the ranked keywords because they are available inside the data table in n8n. So let me show you an example, because all this data again was inserted inside the data table, and if I'm going to look inside the data table, we're going to have the exact same fields, and we can always pick up this data if we really want to. Yeah, so closing this, we have here we are creating the Google Sheets, which is basically the one that I showed you before. And then we are creating a PDF, generating the PDF in the doc, and we can send it to email for us so we know. We also have the reference data here. So in case maybe you want to have the session ID, or maybe if you want to have overall data like for the specific run by pressing the executions, you can easily get it from here, right? So session ID, for example, this is the code for this whole session. So yep, so far this is how the whole workflow works. And in regards to the sub tools right here, we're using a simple sub workflow, which is basically here where we are calling server Google, AI mode, and also the internal links. Quite an easy process, nothing complicated right here. So yep, once again I'm going to show you the output of this whole workflow, which is basically here. What you need to do, you just maybe need to edit. So let's say open this with Google Docs, right? So then you can just edit this part, make a fix, arrange it properly, then just ship it to your client or to your lead and say, hey, listen, I made this, so this is about your company, here is your target audience, let's create content based on that. You can do the same also for competitors, maybe get 4 or 5, you go to a platform like NotebookLM, and there you have it. So this whole workflow will be available inside our AI Marketing Hub Pro community. So here we have also the links. All the information will be down in the description below. I also share some more value coming inside the free community, so please feel free to join also our AI Marketing Hub free community. Right here we have a bunch of workflows that you can use. You can go, for example, here in Classrooms. Here we have also n8n workflows. And all the tools that exactly I'm using there, I'm using them inside here also. So have a look, please join. I'm gonna even make myself also bigger right now, so you'll be able to see. So once again, everyone, thank you for watching. Exactly how to set this whole workflow up, I put it right here. It's no rocket science. You just need to create one sub workflow, create the data tables, and also inside the Marketing Hub Pro community, I'm going to have a tutorial on how exactly to set it up. So I hope I'm going to see you there. Thank you, and I wish you a great day ahead. Goodbye.